Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Subway Builder with the old one, Play Stuff, or OOPS for short, because of the errors that I do make. In the last episode, we built two lines that ran down through via Central Park and down into the main business districts of Manhattan. And looking at the demand stats, it's showing that I'm not doing too bad, 2.4%. But finance-wise, let me click on the daily. So over the 3 days, I made some nice profit of just under $300 million. I had to look at the symbol then, which is quite nice. But that does leave me a little short on funds for expanding. So the first thing I need to do is click the play button and let this continue. So in this episode, what I'm thinking of doing is that we have areas down here which I could start to tap into, areas here with a lot of residents that I could start to tap into, and areas north. So let me just have a look at, so at the minute we're ending there and we're ending there, just above Central Park. So if I have a look there, a lot of those residents still want to head down into the business districts. And the same if I do a loop there. Oh, there's a chunk that want to just go across the water. That's interesting, because what I was thinking of doing was in this episode further expanding both of these lines to head north. And you've got a lot of workers that want to go from down here into that bubble there, or residents I should say, and then the same with the workers. I've got the two main business areas, so residents that want to come into this area. Yes, I think my first port of call is going to be sending this route, continuing it north. So demand wise, this one could go north and loop right. This one and continue north. Up towards the end of the map. So, construction. Let me have a look. What I'm going to do is continue with my heavy track quad. I'll put my first station just there. Continue going north, always keeping an eye on what I can connect potentially going horizontal. So again there. I also have a station that I will put on just there, because I potentially could run another loop there, or delete that one because this station can go here, because then I can run another line that cuts down, potentially down here. Food for thought. Again, I've got another crossing there that I could potentially just use. So at what point do I look to split workers? I could look to split here with one route potentially going in that direction, one route potentially going north. I think I might be tempted to consider that. Construction wise, there's just trying to think of how I get across this part. Well, I'm just having a think on that. Let me build my track straight up. No, I'm not going to have you deleting. Oh, did not realize that tracks could actually, stations I should say, that's nice. Might utilize that at some point and send some tracks round the bend. Bendy Wendy. That can go into here. Now, I might do my last station. I'll do my last station here for my quad line. Workers. Do have some workers up there. So now I am going to look at my parallel stations. So let me put some track in. So one track, not a lot of room. One track can go there. Another track needs to go down 3, 4. So if I go down, I go down 2. Now go down. What's wrong way? Go down. No. Let me have a think. Delete that. Delete that. Bring my station. Or bring my track, parallel track, out. I want it to come back to 4. So if I bring you just to here, now if I go with a single, and I want you to go down to 8 so that you can then go underneath. Which is just there. As an FYI, you use the Shift key when you're laying your track down. It will go in a straight line. Otherwise, you have all the movement, but you can do it so it goes in a straight line, which can be quite useful, especially as I want to do my parallel here to go up just in a straight line. And now I can curve you to go in that direction. And because you are now down at 8, my single line can now go underneath. And then I can put my second line in there. So what that now does, that means I can bring one route coming up here, follow the park, and potentially just to go on further north. So let me put that construction in. So I want there to be a track, do a parallel track just here. The reason for that madness is that I want to do a parallel station build didn't quite work. So let's just delete that. Put my track in a little bit further down. Put my station in there. So now I can put my single lines to go, not station, single lines, single tracks. Oh, darn it. I got -8 on all of those. That now wants to be put back up to a -4 for cut and cover. And the reason why I'm doing it just like that is so that I don't lose where that station started. So I can now delete the station and now delete that single line. And now I can put my track, my single track in, one on there, and then one put you in just there. You single just to there, and then in. Now I can put my parallel station back in, and it can bend oh, is it only the quad then that can bend? No, because I put a parallel station in before. That isn't making much sense. Build single track -4. So it needs to go there. From that point, I want to be doing a parallel track up to about there. Parallel station. Is there a way to actually just get it to bend from a particular point? From a little bit of track, go a little bit further up, then I'll put my station or because I want to have a bendy-wendy station. I don't want to. I can just come up a little bit further. Again, I shall use the shift key to bring that up straight. Now let me try then pull it and let me know the angle that I need. All of this just because I want to be able to put a fancy little bit of track in. At what point do I just say, sod it? And just go with a normal straight station. Right. So I've got you, not as a station, as a piece of track. You, and just to go into there, and then you drop into there. All of that just because I want to be able to do bendy station. So my next station needs to be realistically, where's the demand? My construction. The more I think about it, the more I'm thinking that that is where I should be sending one of my routes. Second of you sees record online ridership. I'll take that. Right, so let's continue along here with this you in close. Bring you there. Now I think I'll just put another station. Put another station there. In fact, let me, for this stretch, let me put my last station in there. That's got to drop down to 8. Go under the water. Then I can come back up to -4. What's the demand? Workers. These workers are coming from all over the place. Let me just put my construction, add my crisscross into there. So that is where you are going to finish. This line over the workers again. Some workers there. I just do the same again and bring this station to finish just around here. Again, track wise. To there. Drop down to -8. Under the water. Then back up to -4. There. Now I'll do 2 tracks. 1. Fact. Let me just put a little bit of a track there. Put station there. Delete that little bit and put another parallel track into there with my crossover to finish there. So that's ready for my next extension. Another station. And go just here and put another one just there. I'll just connect those 2 up, and then that come straight down to here. Then I want the station just there that can then take that in. Got my 2 crossovers. That's an odd looking crossover. I think what I might do is just delete that little bit of track and put a straight piece in. That can have crossover, and then just delete that, so I can just take it back a little bit, put in that, delete, just put a little bit of track that's not ideal. Not ideal. What I might do is delete you, and delete that station, put you back leave you at that sort of angle. A little bit of track in. Put the crisscross just there. Delete track. Put it back in, just like that. So I've got my two end routes, which I'm just going the other side of the river. Now this one, what I want to be able to do is just split this off into two. Bring you further down, and then what's the demand like? Do I bring both these lines across the river? You might like it. Workers all over the place for you. If I just look at those residents, I think you might appreciate me bringing you across the river. So that quad, the line, bring you straight down to here. Another quad station. Quad, not parallel. It's it easy. Parallel line, bring you straight down to Liberty Street. Liberty Street, I'll build a station. Then I will all the way down. Can I squeeze it through? Put another station right down. Might just bring that down a little bit further to just there. And then at State Street, start to bring, just need to bring that down. Just bring it beyond. Then put a station in. Put a station in just there. Now I need to look at where the station needs to be on this side of the river. $1 million question. It wants to be this side of the river, really. can be underground. So if I put a station here at -10, because I need to have a track that can go all the way across to here. What I need is a -20. A little straight piece there, -20. Loop, loop across to there. Now it's a -16, wrong direction, -16. Bring you there, -16 to there. Now it's a -12, -12. There. -12. That'll go into there. What I think I might actually do is, because I'm at -12, go to -10. Delete that and put my track so that will fit. So if I put the track to here at -10, now I'll put my station in. Now I can put my line in. That's now going to bring me across the water at -10. Now, demand-wise, two routes. A lot of these people, residents, all want to go into there. So one route. So if I put one back at what's a -4, you in here, there's the demand. A huge amount of demand. Just having a look to see how what I can do is construction wise. I'll put a parallel station here, -4, and another one can be there at -4. If I put another station in let's just build a track. While I remember, I'll put my crisscross on there. A little bit of a track. Go down to minus. A little bit of a track here to a -10. And a station at -10. And then put the track straight into here. -10. Now I need to be looking to build I just want to put a little bit of track there as my guideline, because that's where I want to be going up in this direction now. So I can start to pull in people from down here, then start to bring these people across the river. I might end you there. So put a station. So if I put a station, in fact, I need to go down or single. Heavy single -14. Why aren't you clipping in? Oh, not long enough. If I put that in there, not quite long enough. Move your back a little bit. So that gives me that loop. You can still come across there. Now I need to bring there to there. Will give me a -14. Now back up to a minus. Yes. Also loop into there. So now I've got my little bit of track that can go north. I want to go back up to -4 as a station. parallel. Does that mean then my track? Now I'll put my track into here. Now I'll put my station. Don't really want to demolish you. What I might do, delete, bring that little bit of track a little bit closer. Now I can put my station just there where I want it. I'll put another station here and one there. Then that is going to be the end, the route on this side of the river. Don't forget my crossover. My crossover. I haven't actually had a look. 2.4. Oh. Build. Let's build that. What I want to do is get to the end of the day. Broadway is going to expand. Oh yes, it likes it. Broadway line. Let's cancel that. I want it to get to the end of the day so I can then get a good view. That's 24 hours all time. Let's get to the end of day 18. $10 at night. 11 o'clock at night. 12 o'clock. New day. Pause. Let's edit my route. And it going north. Let me put this on. Oops, missed one. Loop across. And then finish. So confirm that. Trains. I need to buy some more. So if you didn't know, pressing the shift key down jumps in increments of 20. Let me buy some more trains so they run every let's put 20 on, run every 4 minutes. Then 6 minutes at medium, then off peak every 15 minutes. Now, a new route. But what do I call it? Because it is also on the Broadway line, but it's the outside. Let me click all the way along here. Through the financial districts. Down, keep going. Keep going. It seems to be a never-ending route. Are we there yet? Right. To the north of Manhattan. Right, now onto my parallel line. And up to the end. Again, I want to buy some more. Buy some more. No service. Because I didn't go edit. Going on. Edit. What happened then? Is it because I didn't press the confirm? Right. Central Park. Columbus Circle. Now into Midtown. Greenwich Village. University Village. Now into the lower Manhattan. Move out of the financial district and across into downtown Jersey City. Oops. Way. Right. Confirm change. Now, put some chains on. Again, I will go with every 2 to 5. 15 minutes, 7 minutes. Do 20 minutes. What do I call this one? I'll call it Jersey City Line. At the moment, I am open. Oops. To edit it. Call it the Jersey City Line. Save that. So 1 new line, 1 extended line. New day. Well, let's see how much money this is going to make. It's now pulling in some residents and workers from the north. Pulling a few people in from the south. Route ridership, Broadway is doing very well. Stations. Look at that. 4K. 5K. Going up to peak time. 6K. Not so many wanting to go down the Jersey route. $3.7. A lot of people are liking this, but not so much joining down here. Why not? Want to go across the river. Broadway line. Ah. Does that mean I didn't save the Broadway line either? Oh, what an idiot. What an idiot. I plan to see the ridership for the day. Hasn't worked. So 2 all the way there. That has worked. Confirm. Jersey line is going there. Yes. Again. Broadway going all across. I haven't touched my second avenue line, so those Broadway line is every 5 minutes, 8 minutes, 19. Jersey is 5, 7, 20. Oh. Ah, now I'm getting some people wanting to make use of the route. So let me just have a look at the transfers. I think in the next episode, what I might look to do, put a route that goes across here, because if I look at the demand, I have a lot of people that want to go to this part of the city. And if I have a look here, oh yes, what I might be tempted to do the next episode is to look at putting a route that goes across the river here. And do I then loop it in? This has got to come down and across. Okay, that would be nice to have that. Have that coming down and across, potentially having this line down and across, and then across as well. Because I might go with a quad. Or do I dive you through here? Might bring that route down and across to Dumbo. And towards the Navy Yard, bring a route straight through. Or bring it across to here, and then cross over to the river. So it takes into these two stations. All thoughts for the next episode. So I've passed that day, and I've gone from just under 3, 212, 28, 212, 210, 29. I'm now up to 318. So I've added another 100 million today and increased my ridership now is 4.3%. Can't complain at that. I think they're going to be extending this line straight down, or have its own line here, and that will connect into it, and this will just drop into another line that comes straight down, and they can change over and move across. Because potentially I could just have you just go straight across. All thoughts for next time. So for this episode, I think I am going to call that a day. Up to 4.6% people are now liking my track. I am making a profit, which is quite nice. So looking at, I downloaded a new mod. First mod that I've had a look at, which is supposed to give me a lot more information, which I've not had a look into it yet. But what I will plan to do over the next few days is just to delve into this mod a little bit more to see what information it is going to give me. That's quite nice. Oops, wrong one. So finance is what I wanted to have a look at. So up to, as I say, 318. Coming towards the end of the day. Let's just get to the end of the day, because this will be a full day without my oops moment of not connecting up the Broadway line to continue south. So as soon as that gets to midnight, I shall call it a day. And in the meantime, I just want to say thank you very much for watching, everybody. I'm the Old One Plays Stuff, or Oops for short. It's nice to see you. And if you're enjoying this series, then please hit the like button. If you don't want to miss out on the next episode, please subscribe. And please leave a comment below. Whether it's good, bad or ugly, I shall read them. So thank you very much for watching this episode, and I hope to see some of you, if not all of you, next time, along with a few more. So thank you very much.